Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from the Lost Isles Zoo. Here doing some zoo building for your eyeballs and ear holes to enjoy. Let's get to it. Alright, so today I want to get on over to the aviary. Alright, now actually, real quick, we did a live stream recently, and if you missed it, we did a whole lot of building right here on the edge of the volcano. So we got this whole part finished right here, as well as this part right here all finished. Okay, so we added this big chunk of rock here. Everything land right here without crashing my face into the wall. Oh, I hear frogs. That's because we're right next to the tree frog exhibit right now. But yeah, this whole huge rock like jutting out over here. This is the turkey exhibit from a long time ago that we made. All right, so we got we got this whole thing built right here. Now, obviously the foliage has not been added yet, but the land is done. So if we look at the map, we've got a whole new section here that has been completed. And then we go past the capybara exhibit right here. So yeah, this whole huge chunk of rock that was added right here, a little overhang section. A lot of fun stuff was done here. Capybara. Yeah, we got a lot done. A lot done in that live stream. We finished against the what's it, the southern edge of the Asian elephant exhibit right here. We got that all finished. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff. But that also means that we finished the area just next to the aviary. Okay, the aviary cave basically is what this is becoming. Landing in here. All right, so oh, look at that. There's a creeper. I thought I heard something walking, but it might have just been the creeper or the flamingos. But yeah, there's a creeper in there. But yeah, this section right here is all nice and done too, full of stone. It's all looking really good. And this is the part that I'm going to be working in today, actually. I'm going to be adding an exhibit in here, specifically the Hornbill exhibit. Actually, I looked through my chests, and that actually is what we got. So I don't really want to waste much time here today, because the sun is setting and creepers be creeping. So I'm going to get to digging out a hole right here. And once again, I'm a little pressed for time, actually. So I'm just going to hurry up and dig this out. Where's the hornbills going? Let's put them like maybe right here. Let's smash it in right here. Ta-da! All right, so check it out. That is all dug out and done. I had to kind of rebuild the back wall of this whole place because this was nothing. Oh, wait, do we have guests? Do we have guests down there? We have guests. I see the banner. We have some bandits, it would seem, inside of the Kokopo exhibit. Hi guys, how's it going? You're not welcome here, by the way. Ow. Okay, well they're in an enclosure, so I don't think they're gonna hurt anything. But all right, so. I had to rebuild this back wall right here, just because obviously this was the hollow opening from, let me get the right tool here, to where the volcano actually was, the facade face of the volcano that we had built over the live stream. So this whole place is built. I added a little bit of depth to the ground right here. Now it's time to add the grass to this thing. So I looked up hornbills, okay? I guess they're in the tropical and subtropical region of Africa and like southern Asia. So basically jungle-esque, like kind of like terrain or biome, it looks like. So it looks like that's what we're going to be going with today. So I'm going to be putting down a layer of grass down here, and I might even sprinkle in just a little bit of water with like a lily pad or something on it too, just to make it look like they had some water. So let's see, do I have any grass blocks? I do, thank God. I wasn't entirely sure I had any. I'm running a little low on grass, so if anyone on the server has excess grass that they do not need, please come by and drop it off. I got chests down my little hidey hole. Just fill them up. Fill them up. They're over by the beetroot field. So just a little advertisement for anyone who has excess grass that they do not need. Boy, I tell you, these flamingos and that creeper are very loud. They're very, very loud. They really make a lot of racket. It's going to get noisy, really noisy in here too. So because with all the different birds that we're adding, okay. So yeah, it's going to make a racket. I only have 6 pieces of grass left. That is incredible. Okay, so we got the grass put in. I'm going to have a little bit more here because we got to add some texture or some block diversity to the ground here, because plain grass could look good, I suppose, but it's going to look very blah, very vanilla. And as you can tell from like places like this, I like to add a bunch of different block diversity to the ground because I think it just looks better. It looks very custom, you know? So, let's see, jungle, huh? All right, let's get the backpack pack out here for a second. I do have some green concrete powder, which is good. I want to sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Some mud will probably come in handy. I need to get more of that, it would seem. 10 blocks should be fine for this because I'm not looking at adding a whole bunch. Probably some podzol in there too. I guess we could put some coarse dirt. Yep, that's kind of a staple. All right, so let's start off with the coarse the green block, like the green concrete powder. Okay, let's start off with that. Okay, we only got 21 pieces. I might have to go make more of this stuff, but I don't really want to add too much of this stuff in here because you can't really plant anything on it. Plus, if I am going to add a patch of water, let's actually add that first real quick. Oh, I actually have a water bucket on me. If I'm going to add like a little patch of water down here, I can't be having, let's do it like in the middle, like right here. I can't be having green concrete powder next to it because it just turns into green concrete. So that's what the mud blocks are for. All right, we're going to sprinkle them nearby here. Whoops, that was a little too much. I didn't mean to do that. But that's all right. We'll roll with it. Happy accident. Bob Ross would be so proud of me. All right, let's knock that part out right there and this part out right here. Now, that is a very big drop, so I'm going to have to pillar up there, it would seem. That's unfortunate. I usually like to double layer these things, but this time I did not. Oh, there's spiders. There's spiders down here. Throw some coarse dirt maybe right on that one. Pillar up here, and then we will throw a piece of mud block at the bottom of that one there. Yeah, that works out pretty good. All right, now just fill this up with water, and I gotta go grab one more bucket. So let me reach my backpack here and just fill up this water bucket, and then we'll put that right there. There. All right, perfect. All right, so now if I pretty up these things around here and keep the green concrete powder away from the water, it should be all right. All right, I'm thinking maybe that's probably enough with the green concrete powder. I don't really want to overdo it too much, so I guess I didn't have to make too much or make any more really. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, let's switch over to the coarse dirt and kind of sprinkle this in now. I did add a couple bits of it here around the water because I wanted to make sure I got those in place so that I could add the green concrete powder without having the water flow over and hit it. So let's keep sprinkling these guys in. Let's add some coarse dirt. Coarse dirt added. Sweet. All right, so now we got a couple bits of mud and some podzol to kind of sprinkle in here. I did add, again, some podzol over here, but that's because I was working next to the water. So we're going to probably just drop I don't really want to add, like, too much mud up here on the higher ground right here because it wouldn't make much sense. The water would flow down and make all the mud down here. So I'm just going to sprinkle in a couple bits of it in around the base of this exhibit, around the lower area, the depression of the land, you know? But I don't really want to go too nuts with that stuff, so, like, really, that might be about it, okay? Because there's just a little bit of water down here. So the rest of it up here, though, will be like podzol. I can sprinkle the podzol in, like, right here. And it's just going to be a little touch of it, really, not too much. Now, there's not going to be too many, like, path blocks in here, even though path blocks do make an exhibit pop. Because hornbills, I don't really see birds spending too much time on the ground. I mean, I can add 1 or 2 path blocks in here, so it's not like the grass would be trampled that much. But, yeah, I could sprinkle in 1 or 2 in there, just kind of add a little bit more, diversity to the blocks on the ground. But I'm probably not going to do too much of it though. But I'm thinking this is actually already pretty good. Hold on, I might actually be pretty much done here. I do have to add in a couple of podzol pieces down here still. So like, beep and beak. But I think that might be it. I think I just actually built it right there in live time. Well, this is a recording, but you know what I mean by live. All right, so yeah, there, it's done. I think the ground is done. All right, it's onto the foliage. All right, so I've got some jungle logs. Just so you guys want, in case you were wondering, I have some jungle logs. Bat backpack, help me out here. What do I got for jungle leaves? Do I have any jungle leaves? Am I completely out of jungle leaves? Ooh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to go collect some jungle leaves. Jungle leaves! Ugh. Yeah! Okay, I've got myself a whole lot of jungle leaves now. I got a bunch of them. So we can get to adding these things in here. But now, as I was saying before I had to go run and grab those jungle leaves, I do have some jungle logs. So, wouldn't it be cool if we had like some kind of tree structure on this like wall right here that kind of maybe had like a branch coming off of it that these hornbills could like sit on, and then do a canopy in here, because the roof here is actually quite tall. I can't actually reach. I can't even place anything on there if I jump. So maybe we put like a canopy similar to this, except less spruce and more jungle leaves on the top of this thing, and have like a branch or two jutting off of it, you know, and then that could give the hornbills something to land on. So, all right, well, let's get to adding a creepy, weird-looking trunk on the side of this wall. Okay, so there's a trunk kind of added in there. Now, hold on, I don't really like this here. Let's see if we can't change this just a wee bit. Just put like something like that. Okay, I like that a lot better. Okay, so we got a little bit of a trunk kind of built on the side here, which looks all right. Now, as far as like a branch coming off, like what I was saying there, It's gonna be a little tricky to do. Ooh, not like that. That does not look good at all. Yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky to do. So let's see. Hey, there we go. Jump up here. We'll get it started like so. But I don't really want to have this jut out too far because I think it'll look a little weird. Yeah, like so. Maybe I'll just do like a little bit like that for right now and see how that looks. Yeah. How's this look? Yeah. Question mark? Yeah. I guess that kind of works. I was kind of hoping to have it stick out further, but like with the size of the trunk and the area that we have to work with here, I don't know if that would look very good. So maybe I'll just leave it like that, you know? Okay, so that's like the trunk. Now this is going to look a lot better once the leaves get put in. But, ooh, look at that. It's getting nighttime. Creepers be creeping. I got to take a power nap before I get blowed up. Okay, so let's quickly dive into the plants backpack. I'll be revisiting this here in a little bit. Let's grab ourselves one of those, maybe one of these bigger lily pads here. And actually, hold on one second. Wait. Bring that back. Bring it back. Come here. All right, let's put this away. And do I have one of those water hydrigia things? Whatever they're called. I don't know the name of them. I think they're in the flowers backpack, to be honest. These things. Hyacinth? Yeah, one of these things. Alright, do these things actually like... Oh, you can still fall in the water. Well, I think hornbills are like a little taller anyway, so I don't really think they're going to drown in here. So let's just add one of those things, and then we'll add a lily pad over here. Now that will prevent them from walking in the water at all. That one they'll still be able to walk in. Now that'll grow a flower on it eventually, so I think that'll add a nice little detail to it. So see, I put a flower in the exhibit. Yay! Now, as far as the foliage in here, though, I do want to add a canopy in here. In fact, I might raise the roof up just a little bit more so that this whole layer right there, that's stone, will be actually jungle leaves for right now, and then I can have them kind of like drooping down. So let me grab that, and let's just get up there and start removing some of the stone so that I can actually replace it with. Look at that! See, there's a big hollow opening right above here, so I can replace this with jungle leaves. Okay, so that probably looks pretty dark on YouTube because you can't really see much up there. I think this would be a fantastic time to add a little bit of glowstone up in there, actually, while I'm working on the ceiling anyway. Because the canopy, I think, is starting to look good. Now it looks a little flat. I did add a little bit of depth to it in a couple spots here, but the rest of the parts here, I want to actually kind of have it be kind of drooping down a little bit more. So I didn't want to go like up with this so much as I wanted to do. I did want to have it in a couple spots, but I didn't want to, it adds like some depth to it. Like basically, if I start bringing this section down here, you know, you can kind of see how this starts to play out eventually. So like it adds some depth to it, you know. But I do want to hide some lighting up in here though, because I think that would look pretty good. Question is where? Probably right where I just built right there would probably be a good spot. Just like that. All right, so see, that's already much better now. Ooh, I just dipped my toesies in water, so now I got the night vision. But let's wait for that to wear off. But I got the lighting hidden. There's a glowstone block right there, which when you're viewing it from right here, you're not really going to be able to see. And then the other one is actually back there, and so that's also hiding it too. So it lights up the canopy a little bit more. It looks a lot brighter probably even on YouTube. So I think it works out a lot better. All right, so I think that part's done. Now let's get to working on adding more of the parts that are drooping down, like what I was describing before, or trying to describe, and probably failing miserably at earlier. So we'll add more of what looks like a bushiness to this place here. Let's bring this over just a little bit, like something like so. Yeet, right there. Okay, and let's actually have this kind of drooping down a little, right, like so. I don't really like how that looks. So let's remove that. Okay, yeah, something like that. Sweet. Okay, and then see how this kind of hangs down, almost like a mini vine kind of coming down. I'm thinking that I'm going to add this in other places as well. Maybe even one, like right here, like something like that. Just little parts like that, kind of hanging down. Now, when it gets over here, it's not really dropping down that much, and I would normally like change this over too, but I'm pretty sure this is the edge of the volcano. I think the volcano's kind of ending up right here, so I don't really want to remove that and add the leaf blocks there. But even if it wasn't, I don't think I would really want to either, because I think I like how this looks, how the tree kind of grows up into the canopy or into the highest part of the cave, but it is still very much a cave that you're in. I kind of like that. All right, so in fact, that looks pretty good the way it is. I think that looks fairly decent. The only other thing would be maybe adding like leaf blocks here. to kind of add to the branch that's sticking out, which wouldn't be a terrible idea. Isn't a terrible idea. I mean, I don't dislike it. It looks a little weird, but I don't dislike it. I just keep that, actually. All right, so I think then it's on to like the ground, as far as the ground features that we can put in. Now, like a little stone pile in here would probably look pretty decent, but I want to keep this more lush and lively. So let's go open the backpack for a second, and let's just store some of these jungle leaves in there, just so that we get a little wiggle room. We'll keep a little bit on us here. We'll keep like a stack, so we can use those. Oh, I also have to store maybe I won't store the glowstone. Actually, I might need that here in a little bit. But we're going to work on the ground blocks here. So as far as detailing, where's the squid backpack? I need you desperately in my life. Do I have any of these rotted logs? I have one. I have a spruce rotted log. I was thinking about putting some of those in there. I guess it wouldn't really matter though, because it's not like a rodent that's going to be crawling through this, you know. So it's not super necessary for me to do that. But oh, actually, you know what? I could add to that, because I'm trying to think about adding things to the ground here other than just like, you know, leaves, and that's about it. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually make this look a little bit more like there's a little bit of a temple structure actually on here. And for that, I'm going to need my dump chest, I think it is, of all things, because in here I have some blocks and stuff I can use to make that come to life. Let's add a couple of this. It doesn't have to be a huge like structure or anything like that. So let's add some of these walls, a little mossy cobble maybe, and then grab a few of those things too. So all right, let's add like a little bit. Maybe we'll put it right down here at the base of this. You know, we'll just right there, bam. All right, so we're gonna add like a little bit of a partial structure here that makes it look like there was something that was positioned here at some point in time. Something like that. All right, it's simple. It's kind of actually, you know, one other thing we could do to make this look a little bit better. Ground blocks. Please don't let me down. Oh, it's nighttime. Man, I gotta be sleeping. Creepers and all. I don't think the creepers are gonna get me in here. Although I did have one detonate in between clips right over there on accident. So I guess maybe they might. Let's go ahead and remove some of this stuff here. We're gonna put down some gravel actually in here. To kind of signify that there was actually something other than just the regular ground there, you know, like there's actually like a structure, maybe some stuff that collapsed. You can see little debris chunks here. Remember, this is, after all, supposed to be a volcano that erupted and wiped out a civilization in this area, so there's going to be ruins all over the place. But alright, I think it looks pretty good. I definitely need to be sleeping because creepers be creeping. Okay, now I think we're ready for the leaves. That adds a whole lot of different, like, feel to the whole place, you know. So let's grab the my backpacks are all getting wildly out of order. I gotta get this in some kind of shape here. Let's grab the backpack here, and we're gonna grab ourselves some oak leaves as well, just to kind of sprinkle in here. Oak leaves and jungle leaves I think are very close and very similar. I could actually add some oak leaves up into this, but that's fine actually. I think I'm gonna leave that like that's actually just a full-on jungle tree, you know. So this is, we're going to add like a couple of bushes and plants down here at the bottom, because once I remove these lights, it's going to get really dark in here, and you're not going to be able to see anything. Now, this structure here provides me an excellent opportunity to literally hide a piece of like glowstone right back here, right on the surface, and make it basically invisible for people who are seeing it back here. Can you see it anywhere? No, you're not going to be able to see that anywhere. See, like I said, so when you're from the viewing area here, you're not going to be able to see that piece of glowstone at all. And even if I remove this torch back here, it should remain nice and bright back there. Yep, and that part right there. So I need to do something similar over here, but I'm going to have to hide it with a piece of, or with some like leaves or bushes or something. Something kind of like that. Yep, see, it kind of brightens it up a little bit in that area. So I got to do that throughout this entire exhibit, because once I remove all these torches, the only lighting in there is what is going to be illuminating the entire exhibit. So if people wish to see the hornbills, they're going to need some lights in there. Okay, I'm thinking this is getting pretty close to well lit. I am flying somehow. The elytras in this are super touchy. Let me throw one back here, because I don't think anyone's really going to be able to see that, but we'll do something like that. Yeah, okay, there's no torches in there anymore. That's just how it's lit up now, with all hidden glowstone. I think that looks pretty good, pretty snazzy. I think that works out pretty good. Okay, so now let's. Oh man, my inventory is not good at all. I gotta sort this real fast. Okay, as I was saying, now that we have the lighting done and we got some bushes added in here, we got the canopy added in this place. Let's go ahead and grab the plants backpack, and we're going to see what kind of other bushes that we can put in here, other plants. Horseweed, I don't really know what actually. I don't know if that actually grows inside of a jungle-esque or tropical area at all. I'm pretty sure bamboo might, at least kind of. Probably wouldn't look too bad in here. We can probably add a couple of shoots of that, especially like we'll add like a couple of pieces, maybe a piece or two of the black bamboo, and then I don't know, something like the regular bamboo. The yellow stuff I like to add to make it look like it's kind of dying. Yeah, but I don't want to. Actually, we're gonna need more than that. Hold on, let's just grab all of this stuff. We're gonna need more than that because we're gonna have to add onto this. So like if we do that, and then bone meal. There we go. We can get that growing at least. And then, hold on, wait. I don't want this to grow too much, though, so we're going to grab some string so we can block this off. I think like that. All right, and then get some other stuff, and we'll have this stuff here maybe planted right back there. Bone meal, please. I'm going to make this grow just a little bit more, maybe one more. All right, and we'll put a piece of string there to keep that from growing any further. And then the yellow stuff, actually, I like using this stuff because it kind of looks like the bamboo sort of died off a little. Like if we do that, and then we just chop it. Like that. And pink, put it right there. It doesn't grow anymore. It sort of looks like it died off a little bit, you know? Like it was a shoot that didn't quite make it. Hold on one second. I might want to grow this one like one more. Not two more, one more. Knock that off right there. Like so. Now how does that look from up front here where people are going to be viewing it? Yeah, alright, little background details and stuff there. I think it looks alright. Looks pretty good. Alright, so that's good for the bamboo, I think. I don't really want to go too much with that stuff. It's not supposed to be a bamboo forest after all, so eat that back into there. What other things can we add in here? Now, I know I got a bunch of sprouts, so I might as well kind of sprinkle them in. I got to start adding these to exhibits like everywhere I go. Oh, I dipped my toesies in the water again. I got to sprinkle these into exhibits everywhere I go because I've got a bunch of them. They grow all over the place out here. Look at them. They're all right there. So, yeah, I got a bunch of them from clearing out the land and stuff and redoing the landscape here. So I got to make sure I add these in at all times for every exhibit. All sprouts in every exhibit now. Okay, and then these bromeliads actually, I think would actually work in this exhibit. I think it would, to be honest. Like we can add a yellow one in here, and I'm pretty sure I have more of these in the flower backpack, but I'm pretty sure these things would just kind of work for this exhibit. I mean, these aren't actually flowers, I don't think. I think these are just plants. I mean, they look colorful, but these are plants because I actually went to the Milwaukee Zoo last year or so, and I saw these things in real life, and they are totally plants. The leaves like change colors to like yellow or red at the on them. It looks like so. It's just kind of an interesting thing, but yeah, they're totally plants. So they're not actually really. I keep calling them flowers, but they're kind of not. So. All right, add those. Oh, and then one of these things. These things look really cool, too. So you want to make it look like a jungle? Just slap one of these bad boys in your exhibit. So, like right back there. Look at that thing. Actually, we can probably throw one more in here, too, somewhere. Ooh, not that. One more of these things in here, too, someplace. Like, right here. Like that. And they kind of depend on... They're either pink or yellow, depending on where they're placed. So, like that. That's still pink again. I saw a quick flash of yellow, but I'm trying to find a spot where it's yellow. Yellow, like that. See, depending on where they're placed in the which block they're placed on. So they kind of change colors. So, all right, we'll get one of each in here. All right, so this is starting to look a little bit more like a jungle floor. But what else can we add in here? Where is it? Johnson's grass. We're sprinkling at least one of these in here. You know why? Because they go in every exhibit. It works with every single exhibit. Now let's throw that right back there. See, look at that. It works with every exhibit. Every exhibit. All right, eucalyptus trees, probably not so much. Fan palms would probably be a good idea to kind of sprinkle a couple in here. Ooh, not like right there. Now you're not right in the front. These things are too tall, so I don't really want to make them an overpowering thing in here. So, maybe we'll put one right there. Yeah, okay, that looks good. What else can we add in here? Reeds. I mean, I'm thinking more like by the water's edge, you know, like where can we add these things other than right in front, because they're going to be kind of right in the way. I mean, kind of. Yeah, I mean, just a little bit right there, just one even, just because that's kind of like right by the water, so that sort of works. Water lettuce, could probably add that somewhere, but bushes will grow berries. Ferns would probably make sense too, especially since, you know, the whole jungle feel. So probably sprinkle these guys in here as well. Is that about it? I think that's about it. All right, what else can we add in here? Any other kind of, because overgrown stuff is kind of a thing of the jungle, so I want to go nuts with some of this stuff, but probably not poison ivy. I don't really want to kill the kill the animals. As far as dead bushes, a couple of these would probably make sense given, you know, that, you know, plants would eventually, like, die off and stuff. Can I add this to anything? Right there. Plants would eventually die off in the under canopy of the tree, you know. So that would make sense. Oh, actually, no, at the base of the big tree, we had some toadstools. Actually, that'd be a really good idea. Can we put those like right on? Yeah, we can put them right on top of there too. These things don't spread like vanilla mushrooms do. These things, what are these things again? These are biomes of plenty. So yeah, we'll add a couple of them down the back at the base of the tree back there. Good, good. All right, now keep in mind this is for birds, and they're supposed to want to be able to fly, right? So like if I add too much stuff to this, they're not gonna have any room whatsoever. But I do want to make sure I get enough in there to make it look good. I think that's probably pretty good. What do we got for flowers actually? How much? What do we got for flowers? Something that would look jungle. Here's these things, these trilliums we already added. Do we need to add any more, really? I mean, usually like a nice bright like red color. Incan lilies, yeah, but I don't think they're gonna really make sense here. Red orchids, poppies. I mean, regular bog standard poppies. Wildflowers. What would look really good inside of like a jungle? Red orchids are the things that are kind of standing out for me right now. I want something bright colored. Alright, let's just try sprinkling in a couple of these red orchids. I don't think orchids actually grow in the... I don't think this is the right kind of flower, but like I said, I just want some bright kind of color to kind of give this a little bit of contrast. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? It looks very bright, and usually if you see something bright red in the jungle, it's probably going to poison you, I'm assuming. So, let's just pretend like they're poison berries or something instead. But okay, I'm thinking that's pretty good so far. Obviously, we got to add in a couple of stones, little pebbles on the ground, because, you know, that's what makes it look like it's a actual natural ground, is because the little rocks that you find placed all over the place, like so. Here, we'll just get rid of this last one. Yeet. All right, so that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Now, we could actually go through and bone meal up the grass in some spots. You know, to add just regular grass in places, which wouldn't look that bad. I don't really want to have a too tall area of grass, though, because I don't think that would look good. The grass, I'm not thinking is going to grow very well down here because of, again, the foliage being too tall, like the big tree over them and stuff. So we'll just keep it one tall at any given point. Okay, like that. I think this might be a done exhibit. Now, the only thing left to do is to add the glass in front. So let's grab the glass backpack. I have cleaned this out recently, so we got some glass here that we can add. And that's going to go right here. Okay, the glass has been added. I think that's a done exhibit. This is for the hornbills, by the way. Now, I think I built the correct exhibit for them. According to the wiki, like I said, I looked at the wiki. They're in the tropic and subtropic areas of Africa. And from all the pictures I could see of them in like zoos and ones in captivities, they look like they're more of like a jungle-esque kind of biome. So hopefully this actually does them well here, and they enjoyed this. If I were to do anything else in here, I'd be like adding something like a tire swing maybe, or something for them to land on, you know, also hanging from the tree. But as far as the exhibit itself, though, I think this looks just fine and dandy how it is. Now, the question is, how many hornbills do I have? I've got like 5, okay? I've got a bunch. I've actually 6, 7. I've got 7. I put some of them in capture cages before I realized you could put them in nets. Now, these things were all over my volcano when I first got here. That's why I have so many of them. But I've got 5, 6, 7 of them, but that exhibit is not big enough for 7. So I'm thinking I'm going to put like 3. Maybe 3. Put 7 names in there. I'll pick out the best ones, or the ones that make me laugh or whatever. But all right, I think that is going to wrap things up for today. So if you did enjoy this, please go down and smash the like button. It would really help me out a lot. And thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and your holes to this episode of ZAWA. Happy Friday, everybody. You made it. I'm proud of you. High five. Good job. We'll get through the weekend now, and then we'll get back into next week where we got more Planetcraft and all that other fun stuff coming. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.